But anyway, it doesn't matter where you are in your game. It remains to be honest with your game. It doesn't matter how many gold medals or non-gold medals you have. Mostly that's the luck of the Irish, and maybe having parents that are connected enough or wealthy enough, because a lot of the time the great riders aren't seen by y'all internet folks that depend on television. Anyway, so he went down for his first ride in a field that he's never seen, and over jumps he's never seen, with people he's never seen, with a new rider he's never been ridden before by another rider. The geldings, this filly babysat that gelding, and she called out at the beginning, because I happen to know this filly's mother is definitely, to me, a dominant mare. I would even say a tomboy mare. And she was babysitting him in her concern, because they grew up in a herd. Horses are herd animals. That's another reason why when they're yearlings, you take them in and you become the herd. The big monster step with all these horses is because I have to become their herd, and the people that bring them on to their first shows have to pretend they're horses. The riders that take these horses on have to pretend to be a horse, not a rider, not a passenger, not a 60-10 ribbon person. They have to pretend to be a horse, because these horses have only known other horses, and they are a herd animal. That's probably why you hear my little irritation in my voice, because I'm so tired of people trying to make horses into people. And if you really want to be with a horse, become a horse. If you want to be a dog, be a dog. But stop insisting on animals to become human. Down the road, as they understand the scale and the focus of their job, just like a racehorse, a salty racehorse, they know their job. They know where they're going when they go to the paddock. A salty jumper, they know when those jumps are set in the arena and when they're not set. Anybody that's been on an old Grand Prix horse, they know better than to go into the arena with a horse, the jumps that are set, because that horse knows, oh gosh, I'm going to jump. Take the Grand Prix horse jumper, the old salty guy, into the little hunter ring, because he'll be really relaxed. But don't put the jump up. I mean, horses aren't as stupid as people. They are routine. They understand their focus. They like to please. For instance, we're tacking up in the middle of a field. Now, this filly has always been tacked up in a stall, and I've always used a muck bucket to get up on her, because I don't like to surprise a horse with more people in an area. And her DNA expels I am the boss of the earth, which I like, by the way, because the horses that really do well, if they are under the right hands, are dominant horses. They might tick the amateur trainer off at the lower levels because they don't do what you want to have them do at that moment. But boy, if you have the patience and if you have the honesty, they are intelligent, and all they need is a systematic, relaxed, patient person. You don't have to be a person that's perfect. You don't have to have the perfect equitation scene. You don't have anything perfect. What you have to have perfect is balancing the horse and being true to the horse. If you're honest with your horse and you don't crank them down so you can look pretty at the horse show and have the horse kissing its chest because some stupid judge wants to see that pose. If you have that authenticity in your love for your mount. The horse will come to that place that you want to see them. But they won't come there by cranking them down and making them not be who they are. This filly, to me, under the right hands, will be the top hunter champion, top nation's hunter champion easily, and an amateur horse that you would die for. She has the way of going over the ground. She has the smarts. She has the physics. She has the honesty. And what she doesn't have is what people, and I see more and more all the time, the patience to be honed. That's why it's a king's sport, not a .commerce sport, not someone that wants to go to Walmart sport, someone that really studies the long term. So, unlike the gelding, who right off got saddled up and went around and did his thing, I'm long reining her and I'm showing her the field because she's a filly and she's taken away from her tribe, and one of her tribesmen are there that she thinks she has to babysit. And now I'm talking to the first rider, other than myself, that she has ever had. And I'm trying to relate to the rider, which is a filly that thinks she likes to please, but she's also not stupid. We seem to be thinking that horses should be bred stupid. And I'm sorry, stupid horses, they don't win classics, they don't win racing, they don't win jumpers. The smart horses do. We just have to get riders that want to be smart with them, instead of push a button and the car goes into drive, and push a button and the car goes in reverse. Horses aren't cars. So, anyway, you might see that I'm walking alongside of her because my long reining, which I have on the YouTube, she thinks I'm connected. Obviously, I'm not. The long reins aren't on her. But in her psyche, I'm connected. The umbilical cord to this horse is connected. So much so, I have to move out of the way so that the rider and the horse can hook up together to do their jumping. In actual fact, I had to go around and hide so the horse could focus on what the new rider's doing, and the line that she wants to take her down on these jumps. Again, this did not come from wearing her out or giving her drugs or fooling the horse into thinking we dominate you. A lot of the riders today think they have to dominate. This is a nice rider, by the way. She wasn't in their face, and she was very, very giving, and really nice rider. She asked, but she didn't. She asked just perfectly for where these horses are at. They're babies. Let babies be babies. Stop thinking the pose in your book. Close your equestrian book and ride your horse. Close the pictures of the horse that's finished and ride the mount that you're riding. Granted, you have to really beware. These horses have never gone to another farm and done this. And so the whole field and the way it's laid out is totally different from where we were.